welcome back. Our next fight of the evening, after such an explosive start there, we've got Greg Picken from Ayesha's Hit Squad taking on Jamie Smith from Kombat Performance Academy. Another great fight ahead. 1-0 Jamie Smith taking on debut Greg Picken.
Yeah, really looking forward to this, purely for the stare down pre-fight. Greg Picken stirring a hole through Jamie Smith, and he's well, he came out there looking to throw punches in bunches.
To wrap that leg back up.
And Smith closing the distance. Good takedown defense from Picken at the moment. Looking to hit the switch. Smith got the body lock. He's looking to try and scoop the outside leg and get the trip, but
yeah, he's just using that control at the minute, isn't he? Against the cage, he's trying to step behind that leg.
Yes, but it seems to be Picken's range. He's obviously the longer fighter, so he's just doing well to set the base out at the moment. Now he's looking to get a takedown of his own. Good takedown.
Yeah, good work there from Jamie Smith. But great work from Greg Picken to get back up to his feet, nullifying that takedown, really.
Yeah, straight back up. Smith again immediately hunting.
Yeah, he's allowed that now because he was able to control the hips on that second takedown with Smith. Meaning Picken really just had to go to guard, and now Nate needs to try and work his way up on that fence.
In the full guard of Picken is Smith.
Big long limbs though. I'm gonna guess he's probably happy on his back looking at triangles and arm bars.
Yeah, I was going to say he looked like he was going to immediately try and push his way up the fence.
Very open guard, so you'd expect so, wouldn't you?
But he's, like you said, he seems quite content on the bottom. I'd say head coach Neil Laird in his corner, who is fantastic jiu-jitsu wise. And Smith just not able to mount too much offense at the moment from top position.
I think Picken's doing a great job from the bottom of just nullifying it, and with open hips like he's got from the bottom, it makes it really hard to do anything. So Smith is sort of stuck in that guard at the minute.
And if he's not doing enough, our referee Simon Stadnicki will look to stand them up.
Well, he's pulling that left leg further and further forward, so potentially looking for that armbar at some point soon.
Yeah, he's just tying it up on the far side. And he's doing well to try and set up the position and take no damage at the moment. It's not for want of trying from Smith. It is, at the moment, very much a tale of the long limbs, able to keep the smaller fighter away.
Certainly causing a lot of issues at the minute for Smith trying to pass that guard.
And that's it under the rule set now. The takedown doesn't necessarily score you the points, it's what you do with it.
The better work has probably come from the bottom though. You know, he took a couple of shots, but Pickens has contained him from the bottom, and I'd like to have seen a bit more activity with that guard though, because he seems to have a really nice open guard, but he kept switching back to that closed guard every sort of 20 seconds or so, and sitting, trying to use that TP to try to tire Smith out from the bottom there. But yeah, interesting first round.
I was just going to say, it'd be an interesting one to see how the judges score that. Will the top position be purely enough?
I think the pressure from the start from Smith was probably enough to be seen in the judges' scorecards as being offensive, but I'd like to see in this second round, I'd like to see a little bit more of the range used from Picken.
Well, I think that's why, or probably why Jamie Smith he's probably trained for this kind of fight that we've obviously seen through the first round, to close the distance and try and keep Picken on his back, because he's visibly the bigger fighter.
Huge bantamweight, really tall.
He's going to be rangier, and if he's got half decent striking, it can be an awfully long night for you. So it'll be interesting to see how this develops, whether Picken will look to close the distance and potentially get tied up, or whether so he comes in with a few shots and then steps off. So
the only issue is what I'm seeing from the stand-up from Greg Picken is he closes his own distance.
Good head kick. And a right hand behind it from Picken. Good knee to the body as well. Smith immediately looking to close that gap.
Trying to work to that drag down, but he's not allowing it. And now he's had his back taken by Picken.
Good knee to the left thigh from Picken. And Smith does well to recover the position.
Really,
and he gets the judo throw again into mount this time.
Yeah, he gets that mount beautifully there.
Just like we saw in the first fight with Christian.
Bit of a torrid start though for Smith in this round, but however, he's looking in a really good position now with quite a long time of this round to go.
So it hit the throw straight into mount, and probably 2 minutes of this round to do work. So it'll be interesting again to see whether Picken can nullify the offense. He's looking to reverse it there, but Smith sitting heavy on top.
Yeah, he's got to sit heavy as well because of them legs and them long limbs. As you can see, he keeps throwing them legs back constantly, trying to drag him off the mount. Probably gets away with that quite a lot in the gym, you see. You know, against obviously some of the lower level guys, you can get away with them sort of moves.
I was going to say, it may try and benefit Picken if he was to somehow try and get his hips a little bit lower than Smith's and try and use those limbs to push off, but right on cue, he's might have given up. I was going to say he might have given up the armbar there, but again, Smith doing enough to stay mounted.
Yeah, he's done a good job there and he's keeping the pressure down, but I'd like to see a little bit more activity from the top. He's rubbing that chin into the face. Well, it's a lovely little technique to use. You know, you can get away with quite a lot by driving that chin forward.
Yeah, just making life as uncomfortable as possible for your opponent. And Picken, like I said, Smith's not doing an awful lot, but he is in top position. So for me now, Picken has got to work. He's got a nice high guard, and like you said, with those limbs as triangles and arm bars available.
Yeah, I'd like, again, the activity now needs to start from the top, but from the bottom, sorry, as Smith is taking this round. But Picken, he's got, like I say, really good guard. So his retention's going to be quite good. He's going to be very hard to pass. I'd just like to see him a little bit more active with the attacks.
Yeah, his shots aren't coming in spades, so to speak. They are just single shots when they come. It's almost like he's looking just to fulfill the position, so to speak. And the final 10 seconds of round number 2. And Smith looks like he's going to end this one on top again. So, interesting points raised, I assume, in the corner of Picken now. Potentially 2 rounds down and fairly fresh. Well, both fighters look very fresh.
Yeah, you don't tend to see the lower weights like this really sort of tire, especially early on in the careers. You know, both starting out as good level amateurs here as well. You can see with the coaches they've got in the corners. Rob Freeman there as well. Corey Fry, Zach Fry, they've got a great team behind them at Kombat Performance Academy. So we know fitness can be key in these kind of fights, but it looks like both of these two look ready to go again in this 3rd round.
Really well conditioned, and just trying to mouth what Neil's saying in the corner of Picken there, and it does look to be to try and keep the distance, to hit singles, 1-2s, and step off and see what damage he can do. Because to be fair, when he has struggled, it's been when he's closed the distance and the smaller man's just been able to get a lock on him.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, Greg Picken, the only thing I'd say about his stand-up is he has closed his own distance a couple of times and allowed Smith to get on the inside, but he kept him at that bay, at that range.
And it looked like that's what Neil was saying to him then. Keep yourself at distance. I think we're a bit of a low shot there.
5 minutes if he needs it.
Yeah, I don't think he really seems to be okay. I think it was just a glancing clip of the cup.
Sometimes worse.
Well, yeah.
The SDI out doesn't work on it though.
Like we say, 5 minutes if he needs it, and it'll be interesting. Picken's trying to raise the crowd.
I think it only works when it, like, one way or the other.
Trying to channel some of the energy.
Big Scottish following here though in Barrow. Like you say, Chris, not far from down the road from him, really.
No, just over the border. The Goliath lads, the Ayrshire squad, whoever else later on in the card. We've not even got there yet, so it'll be interesting when they start packing in the droves later on what kind of noise this venue holds.
Lovely leg kick there from Jamie.
Looking for the right hand behind the jab was Smith.
Nice
head kick.
Yeah, nice head kick there. And using that front kick again, that's what we're saying about closing his own distance. When you throw them front kicks, you know, if
He's
you don't
hunting a
utilize
guillotine.
them,
Sorry, yeah, go on, carry on,
if you
Jamie.
don't utilize them front kicks, then you're going to get caught and taken down, especially someone that wants to wrestle. And you know, Jamie Smith is here to definitely wrestle, but watch that triangle now.
Yeah,
if he gets that leg out, he's in a lot of trouble here.
I think Smith knew that, which is why he sat down just to close that space, but he's trying to wriggle it free.
He's still in danger.
And he's almost getting it out. Right, see what he can do now. He needs to try and work his way up.
Smith did a great job of getting that arm back, though, where needed.
Yeah, he's just trying to shift his hips then. Was Picken, but Smith quick to shut that down and pull him to a square position. Because unless Picken at this point, where he's using that range and he's keeping Smith away, unless he's going to actively hunt submissions, Smith's not really in any danger, and he's going to stay in this position, and time is against Picken at the moment. So he's either going to have to do something or lie on his back for the rest of the round.
Oh, he's gone for that triangle. Again.
Just can't.
Yeah,
the leg.
Great work there from Smith to loop that leg and stop that initial.
And he's got mount now, so he's fast.
To stop that initial triangle setup and then bang straight into that mount. Great work from Jamie Smith.
And he's basically just bought himself a minute in this position without the necessity to be overly active with his punches. So the round's closing in, and as is the fight for Picken here.
Yeah, he's controlling the hips so well, though. Like every time he's in this mount now, he seems to control Picken's hips. Not allowing him to use that cage at the minute either.
And I'm not surprised he's almost trying, well, he's almost squirming at the moment, for want of a bet. He's doing everything to try and get Smith off of him, but Smith base, like you say, he's controlling the hips. He's very, very heavy, and he's got all the answers at the moment. Some good left hands coming in now.
The issue when you start to squirm and just buck like that without using the sort of hip bridge into the shrimp, it's that power shrimp, as they call it. The issue is you get caught like this and you're not tiring yourself out more and more. It just becomes the other guy's fighting. Jamie Smith's done a great job on top here.
Yeah, hunted the half guard there and nearly got it, but Smith just too good on top.
Closed out that round again with on top once again here, and it was just a great performance really from Smith from start to finish on the ground. But like we say, take nothing away from either fighter here. Very, very close once it hit the ground. Just going to let our judges render the decision and pass that over. But great performance from both guys. We go the distance here at XK. Going to pass it over to Chris Clark for the decision.
Where am I going? What are you doing there?
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of match, we go to the judges.